Hey, how's everyone doing? This is New York Dan here. We're going to talk some Sarasota Tim amongst other things tonight. Yeah, Sunday. This will probably be like Sunday morning video for a lot of the early birds. Yeah, I got to remember all this stuff. Yeah, a lot's been going on, guys. A lot's been happening. I'm getting ready for some trading. I actually have an overnight trade. The overnight session is going to get underway. Actually, it might be underway right now. I don't know if it's going to go through or not. It's a bad trade left over from last Friday. Yup, got to be careful. Long Island Ken told me that he wanted to make so much money with trading. He said this last year. He said he was going to buy a house on Long Island. And I'm like, how are you going to do that? If you're doing trading, you're not going to be able to get a mortgage. They want to see like a job with pay stubs. He said, I'm not going to need a mortgage. I'm going to trade up a storm. And I'm going to buy the house with cash, baby. Yeah, didn't come true. I don't see him getting the house yet. I'm like, why stop there? Why not get a Lamborghini while you're at it? You could be like the Wolf of Wall Street. Huh. Let's see, is my microphone still on? Okay. Make sure it don't fall off my shirt. I don't even know if it's aimed the right way. I have this extra shirt on today. Hold on, I'm going to button it one more to secure this mic. Oh man, the fur thing came off. What kind of a channel is this? Totally unprofessional. We mic up while we're on the air on this channel. Here we go. I think this will get you better quality. It might have been fine before. Man, this is bad, guys. This is as bad as Sarasota with that damn moto vlog. Okay, I think that's better. I'm afraid it was too far away before and it's not going to pick up. I apologize. So, yeah, so much for Long Island Ken's dreaming. We'll see. I told him I'll buy him lunch. We'll go to dinner or whatever he wants. He's not up at night usually, so I'm like, breakfast or lunch, you tell me what you want to do. See if we can have a meeting. And you know what I was saying? It would be real interesting if we actually did trading. We could do it right on the channel, show you some trades. Like we could have a little contest. We'll both do some trades and see how much we can make in one day, what we can do, right? That would be cool. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. No, I don't think Ken's game for that. He doesn't buy enough shares. That's the problem. You got to buy a lot of shares to do these trades. If you want to really make money with it, you can't just buy like 5 shares. So anyway, now I'm always having to dig out of a hole. I got to check that damn trade. It might be going right now, but I'm not going to get too hasty about it. Let's see when the market opens tomorrow. Like I said, it could be a fake out on Friday. It went up. It looked like things are going great, right? But over the weekend, you had that Maduro. They pulled him out of his country. Yeah. Hey, you know what? If they're right, and it's all like there was a lot of drug issues going on there, you know, what are you going to do? I don't have access to all the, I'm sure they have the information, all the high tech, the intelligence. Yeah. I'm sure that they analyze all that and they know what they're doing. You know, what can we do? We gotta see what, I don't want to get too political, but I'm just saying there's people that have more information than the general public. They know what they're doing. There's reasoning for that, what happened over there. with Venezuela. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you this right now, no matter what kind of politics you're into, those boats that they've been targeting that are coming over from Venezuela, anyone that thinks or has any question that those were not drug carrying boats, I really don't know how you could arrive at that conclusion, because first of all, Venezuela is a really poor country. People can't afford, those are like multi-million dollar boats. Yeah. They have, from the video I've seen, they have multiple outboard motors on them. A whole bunch. They're designed to go like 70 miles per hour over the water, something really fast, maybe even 100. I don't know how fast, but they're going damn fast. Much faster than my boat could ever go. And my boat can get up on plane and make some time. It can get up over 30 knots. But these things are flying. I'm going to tell you right now, nobody is buying that type of a boat. I mean, this is right out of something from like Scarface. That kind of a speedboat, you're talking millions of dollars just to buy something like that. They look like they're like 50 feet long, or maybe, they're huge vessels. They're going through the ocean at breakneck speed. Multiple outboard motors. The average citizen in Venezuela cannot afford to buy a boat like that. Even in Florida, very few people can afford a boat to that extent. I mean, you're not talking about a Boston whaler or something small. This is a high power boat. Yeah, and why are you running it from Venezuela to Florida or wherever they're going at breakneck speed in the ocean? Yeah, no, guys, I'm not fooled. That is definitely some kind of illicit activity. I don't need classified information to know that. Whatever's going on there, those guys bringing with those boats coming over, that's not anything that's pleasure boating or legitimate citizens. So whatever's going on, hey, I'm sure they have information. But anyway, the point is, this can like rock the markets a bit. So we got to see what happens Monday. Leave in the comments, by the way. I don't delete any comments. Whatever you want to voice, it's a sound off board. That's part of what this channel's about. This channel is part like tabloid magazine, like Inquirer or something, right? We do comedy. We have the short videos. And people can voice their opinion. I'm not like censoring stuff. And, I'm just stating what my observation is. But yeah, it's been a busy weekend. That's one of the big things going on. And from what I hear, people from Venezuela are celebrating because they've felt that it's dangerous to go to Venezuela. Yeah. They're celebrating now. And believe it or not, do you know where they brought Do you know where they brought Maduro? He's up in my neck of the woods, New York, baby. New York City. I'll tell you one thing, the weather here is terrible. It's been frigid out there today. Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to talk some Tim. Don't you worry. I got a whole bunch of some stuff to talk. I'm going to keep the video compact. Listen, Jack, it's going to stay compact. Today, I'm going to do a compact video. My time has just been spinning. I've been spinning today. It's evaporated. I drove around and did errands. Get this, I'm going to post the video when I do the shopping and driving around. I found out something about Harbor Freight tools. Yeah, you're going to see in the other video I post. I found some interesting knowledge out. I was trying to get a thermometer for the garage so I can give you guys an accurate read on what that diesel heater is doing. We're going to get to it. It's all coming up. I'm going to cook the Instapot meal up that I want to do. There's a lot I want to do. The fireplace doors, the whole bit. I'm going to tell you one thing. I bought this on Amazon, and I only had it like for 1 year, and this thing broke. You put batteries in it, the display's messed up. I can't believe this. And I went on there tonight, and they don't have the same display. Nope, this thing's discontinued or whatever. I got a better one. Had to bite the bullet and get some new ones. So that's coming, so I can put that in the garage to get an accurate read. I got a better temperature gun from Harbor Freight. You're going to see about that. And, oh, while I was on Amazon, guess what, guys? I looked up this mini computer that I bought in February. I told you guys about it on the channel. There might not have been as many people watching back then. Guess what? Man, you should have taken my advice. This thing, I got it on a super sale. I think I only paid like $139 last February. They had a coupon. It was $159. Paid like $139. I just looked tonight, and the prices, the inflation is insane. This computer now with the same N95 processor, Intel, same specs. I found that it's in a different case. It's like black. And the same company's making computers. They have high-end ones with a Core i7. Amazon, almost $600. This one, it's like $250 now. I got it for $139. I told you it was a good deal. That's when these mini computers first came out. In February 2005, I found it. I wanted a new computer for trading, and I still haven't I tested it, but I haven't set it up yet. It's time. My computer is too old, and it's taken me way too long. The web browser hangs up, and I've been trying to do some trades on my little laptop computer, my notebook. I used that for live streaming before. I got that one like last year from Best Buy. It's a good computer. But here's the problem with that. The screen is only like 9 inches. I hate to admit this, but I actually made a mistake because I couldn't see the screen well enough. The text is so tiny on that. I was doing trades and it got very hectic. And what happened is when you do a short sale, to close the short sale out, you have to buy the stock instead of sell it, right? And I couldn't see on the screen what was going on, and I made a mistake. And instead of closing the trade out by buying the stock back, I had a negative, like say negative 300 shares or whatever. You had to buy 300, and then you go back to zero. You know what happened? I got mixed up because I couldn't see what was going on the screen. I can see it, but I'm like, I got to get right by it. It's not my eyesight. It has nothing to do with that. But the screen is so tiny, you can easily make mistakes. I ended up selling another 300 shares instead of buying the 300 shares back to close it. And at the time, I had... Oh, you know what it is? I programmed in a limit order. That's what I did. And then I left it. At the time, the limit order would have worked if I had programmed it correct. And I would have made something like $700 on that trade. Because I couldn't, I'm using this little dinky computer screen. I ended up buying more of the stock when I didn't want it. No, selling more of it when I didn't want to sell it. I wanted to buy it back. And by the time I checked it later in the day, the thing had gone the wrong way. And instead of making $700, I lost like $400. And I'm so mad about that, because it's not that I didn't know what I was doing with the trades. It's because of a damn hardware trying to use something that is not suitable. The screen is just too small. I need the right setup. That's when I said to Long Island Ken, I'm not doing any more trading until I get the office set up right with the right screens. I took a break from it. I still do trades, but they're much slower. I buy, like I did Walmart, I buy it, I hold it a few days, and then I sell it. I did that trade twice. I do trades like that where it's slower, and I can definitely watch out what I'm doing more carefully. These trades, when you're doing the day trading during the day, it gets real hectic. I'm talking about trades that only go on for like a couple hours. Yeah, you want them closed out during the day. You got to have the right setup. That's why I said to Ken, I'm not doing that. He's like, why aren't you trading? Why aren't you trading? He was getting up early every day and trading, and he's busting on me because I sleep late. And he's always texting me in the morning, and I'm like, I get up late, like at 11 or 12. I'm like, coffee's on, son. And I text him back because he was like, you got to be up to do these trades. I'm like, nope, I'm not trading until I have the office set up right. Then I'll set my alarm and I'll get up early if I want to do trading. And I also got some new strategies this year where I'm going to set a time limit. Yeah, I'm only going to trade for like 2.5 hours in the morning. And then even if the stuff hasn't worked out, I'm closing it out because I don't want to have to babysit trades the rest of the day or worry about it. These trader guys that we check out, they go to the gym, they cut at like 11 o'clock, they cut and they go to the gym, they do other stuff, or that's the theory. Otherwise, it turns into a prison job. It really does. So I got to be careful this year. And the goal is to do less trades, but be more productive, more profitable. I did a ton of trades last year. I just looked at my report, and it's a ridiculous number that you wouldn't even believe. I'll tell Ken about it. But it's like a lot of those trades didn't make that much money. No, I made money. A matter of fact, some of the bigger money I made was on stuff that I kept for like weeks or months, not necessarily the ones I did during the day. And I want to change that this year. Now, I did have very good luck. Last January and February, I was doing a rip-roaring day trading, and I was using my older computer, was working better with the bigger monitor. I got to set that back up. I need the right equipment. Yeah, there's an old saying when this applied to golf. They're like, it's never the arrow, it's always the arrows and never the Indian. That's what they would say, because people go into the golf shop and they're always trying to find a better club. They're like, oh, my whole game's messed up because of the club. Same here with the computer systems and stuff. You got to have the right equipment to do the trading, right? All right, that's enough ranting. We're talking stocks. A lot of people are into that too, especially if you're retired and you want to like maximize your retirement. Yeah, you have time if you're retired. You want to do your own stock trades. You know what the problem is? A lot of people like ETFs, exchange traded funds. They're like, or mutual funds, or you have an account that is a financial planner type deal. Yeah, you know what the problem is? I've seen the comments, you guys were talking about that. I don't like that stuff because I don't like the philosophy behind it, the theory, the concept. Some guy, he's probably a family man or whatever, He's got to support a whole family. That's why I'm saying that. He works, it's 9 to 5. He's doing that financial planning, or he's working at an ETF. He's got to pay for his family, his whole life. He's got to pay for a minivan, the wife and kids, the whole bit. That's got to come out of your retirement money that he's trying to manage. Yeah. So not only does he have to make you enough money to make it for you to have a retirement, but he's got to use your money, whether he's charging fees. They all charge fees. They're taking management fees. He's getting a commission off stuff. He's making money off your retirement to pay for his family. Yeah, and those guys get paid a lot of money. Even when you buy an ETF, there's a whole staff, managers, employees, whole staff of people have to make a living off that ETF. That's why I don't like the concept of that at all. I know people are like, hey, just do Vanguard or whatever. They have a return. Yeah, well, they charge fees. A lot comes out of that. And I heard with 401ks, people, they snatch fees out of there right and left when you select mutual funds and different things. I'd rather buy the stock directly or multiple stocks and manage stuff myself. I don't need a family man taking my money. I'm really going down a rabbit hole today, right? That's my philosophy. Since I know about stocks, I know what I'm doing. I don't want any middlemen in my way. And I don't mind paying the brokerage house for their services. I know there are always fees when you buy and sell stock. That's fine. Those are minuscule. They're like $1 or something. There's always a fee. Even when they say zero commission or whatever, there are fees when you sell. It's the exchange fees. But I don't mind that. That's part of the game. They're not that much. Or if you're using margin money, you're borrowing money to do trades, and they charge you an interest rate. Okay, that's fair. You're using money. Yeah. So that's why I like to do individual. I like to do my own picks, my own trades. Yup. That was a rant. You see, each day I'm telling you a little bit more about stock trades. I'm trying not to be too lengthy about this. Now, tomorrow when the market opens, and Long Island Ken, he's always texting me. Sunday night, he'll say, casino opens 9:30 a.m. That's why he's always saying stuff like that. No, you want to be careful what you're doing. I'm going to be keeping an eye on several things tomorrow. I'm going to be looking at Walmart, WMT, NVIDIA, NVDA, Carnival Cruise Line, CCL. I'm going to be looking at all that stuff because I want to buy, but I want to see what the market's doing. Okay, let's get to Sarasota Tim here. I was trying to make a short video tonight. Don't even get me started. I'm going to talk more stock in each video. We'll talk a little more when I do it, a little bit at a time, man. Just a taste, a little bit at a time. I'll start getting into more detailed, more technical stuff. By the way, I did see a comment about options. Someone said, why don't you write them, write put options? That's really complex. Yeah, there's a way, not only can you buy options and just simply trade them, you can actually write options, but there's requirements. It's like, that's a very advanced thing to do. I actually know of a guy that it's a ton of Apple stock. He was a mechanic. A friend of mine, Paul, knows him. He doesn't even have to work anymore. He sold his shop and everything. He's multi-millionaire. What he did when he was a mechanic, he was buying nothing but Apple stock every year. And this was like 15 or 20 years ago. And the stock did so well. He's got, you wouldn't believe it. And what he does is he writes options and sells the options that go against his holdings, his stock. Yeah. And he said it's very lucrative. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff out there. It's craziness. All right. Let's switch gears here and talk about a man who lives in a trailer and probably doesn't own any stocks. Huh? Yeah, Sarasota. Okay, he had a video today on my way to potentially buy a Honda dirt bike, basically. He keeps using this long number, CRF, whatever the heck this damn thing is. And he also put a video out where he bought a Black Widow trailer hitch to carry the damn bike on. Yeah. You know you're on the right path if you're buying stuff that's called Black Widow. I don't know. So I got to read you some of the comments because I think he's going to delete them as soon as he gets some time. He's probably been too distracted buying the Black Widow rack today. His video that he put out about, he was on his way to buy the motorcycle. I'm going to read you about it right now. Tim's journey, this video talks about to purchase a Honda CRF 300L dual sport motorcycle. He discusses specific interests, blah, 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 pre-installed modifications that address the bike's known suspension issues, which he describes as a pogo stick. Yeah, it's going to bounce. He emphasizes, well, the bike is good on the road. Its primary use for him will be off-roading and trail riding. He's going hardcore, baby. He's going into the desert. He's going over rocks. He's going on steep trails. He might even do a jump. Tim also mentions looking into motorcycle carriers specific the robust Moto Tow and the Black Widow, which he ended up buying. He found one probably on Marketplace. He said he got a deal so good, he can't even tell you what the deal is on it. He highlights his reliance on AI, specifically Google Gemini, for advice on how his bike purchase, about his bike purchase. Wow, that's a reliable source. Use the same technology that gave Grandma Warbucks 3 arms. Huh. The video concludes with Tim expressing enthusiasm for adventure riding, camping, exploring deserts, trails, and mountains with his new motorcycle. Yeah. Like people are commenting on my video. You guys were saying he couldn't even handle camping in Key West. He ran to Teddy and Jolene, like his mommy and daddy. They gave him a place to stay with the tent, gave him food. He couldn't handle any of it. So now, Mr. Adventure, he's going to do all this hardcore stuff. It's all talk. What's going on with this channel? Yeah. And Tim's down another 100 subscribers. You know what it is? He probably has a lot of subscribers that signed up just for Social Security videos. And it's probably old, they're inactive subscribers that were left over. They don't watch his videos. It was just sitting in their list of subscriptions. And maybe YouTube's like cleansing those out if they're not active. Who knows? Or maybe they got peed off about all this moto vlog stuff. And they're like, I'm going to unsubscribe to that. Yeah, because it's definitely turned into a different kind of a channel. It's not really about retirement. He's turning it into like a dirt bike channel. So anyway, here's some comments from Tim on Tim's latest video. This one by Greg on the Go. Tim is definitely going to try to delete this if he sees it. It got 19 likes. He says, does your Social Security and YouTube income allow you to burn through money for stuff you don't need like this? I know I couldn't. You're never going to get a bricks and sticks home doing that. Just saying. That comment's definitely going to be deleted. And the user Phantom blocked. Sorry about that, Greg. That's Timmy. I'm not doing it. Don't blame me. RDQ38 says, save your money. Don't let it burn a hole in your pocket. You will need that for a rainy day. If you have unexpected health issues, vehicle repair, RV maintenance, the day you may not be able to make YouTube videos. Stone Cold Truth. Suggests you try to be more disciplined and save your money. It may be boring, but it's the responsible and adult thing to do. It got 47 thumbs up, guys. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. It just got another one, RDQ, and I'm going to give Greg on the Go a like on his comment as well. I'm afraid both of them are going to be blocked by Tim. There's a whole bunch of replies. Yeah. Jeff Wirt said, I wish I had the money to save. Need it badly. Bills to pay off. Bubba says, you must be kidding. Michael K7 says, you must be new here. Kathy W says, don't worry about it. As Tim says, he's got plenty of money. He's very excited, and it makes him happy. Sandy Blythe says, I really don't get it, but enjoy your life, Tim. That got 29 likes. I just gave it another one. 2 replies. TRD Off-Road said, you gotta be tough. That was his reply. Borrowland 5744 said, I thought you just bought a motorcycle. That got 8 likes. Jason Still came to Tim's defense. It's a different style motorcycle. You always need 2 motorcycles just in case you go off-road, or 2 vehicles just in case you need to bop around town, or 2 different style trailers, 2 different barbecues, 2 different cameras. There's a lot of stuff us minimalists need just to get by. Borrowland 5744 replied, I guess so. I'm old, have never saw so many large purchases in such a short time frame by one person. I tried to think of everyone I've ever known and can't think of anyone. I'm going to give him a thumbs up on that. Yeah, you know what the thing of it is? The thing is, when Tim buys stuff, he drops large amounts of money. Like when he buys a truck, he buys it brand damn new. That thing costs a sickening amount of money, something like $60,000. And you know, like, there's more to it than that. There's tax, sales tax, all the expensive insurance, the registration, the whole. That's like, man, I never pay that kind of money. I buy stuff used, heavily used. And then, like, everything he buys is like that. The Honda Accord, even this Goldwing cycle, he paid a sickening amount of money for a motorcycle, something that's like a second vehicle. You're not going to be driving it as your main car. That's a lot. I mean, if you got the money, do it. But like, if you're living in a trailer, or is that really something you should be doing? Like buying these big ticket items? What about buying a used motorcycle that costs like I'll tell you what I did. I bought a Royal Enfield. It's made in India. It's not an expensive bike. I think I paid like $2,800 for my cycle. Maybe $3,000 tops. And I kept it. I've had it for like 20 years. Even more than that, probably. It doesn't have many miles on it. I don't use it much. But the point is, I can use it. I like to just have it. It's a cool thing to look at. I have it in the garage. It gives me happiness to like see it in there. Yeah, it's a cool machine. I love it. I like to look at it. I can polish it up. I sprayed it with WD-40 when I stored it in there. I'm going to get it out. I like the sound of the engine. I'm going to fire it up. I don't use it that much. It's dangerous to ride it, right? I'll drive it around the neighborhood or something. But I would never be throwing out that kind of money on, I mean, the amount of money, it's sickening to me. If you have that much money, you know what you could actually do? All that, if he's really got this all in cash, 60 grand for the truck, 25 grand for the cycle. He claims he's got more money kicking around. That's around 100 grand, right? You could freaking take that money and do what I do. You could put that into a stock brokerage account. You could use margin, and you could trade. You could do trades on like 150 grand worth of stock with that money. 175 grand trades, big trades. You could be making some serious money. Not just blowing it on stuff like, you know. Let's see. He hasn't checked these comments yet. Strider MD says, don't worry about the cost. You'll get plenty of money back when you sell the Goldwing. Yeah, huh. You might get pennies on the dollar back when you actually sell that thing. Just checking the time. By the way, yeah, the difference is he got money for his Honda Accord, and it's probably a lot less than what he admits to. That's a car with an automatic transmission that anyone can drive. Everyone needs a car. Okay? Motorcycle, different story. It's actually the opposite. A lot of motorcycle guys might not want the automatic. Yeah, they like to shift. I know I love to shift on the Royal Enfield bike. It's part of the experience of it. I don't want an automatic. Yeah. Oh, I had a great comment on the video about, I forget which subscriber, I'm sorry, but I have Tim's comments up. But you were talking about, you said you had a Royal Enfield and you rode it through India. You were replying to someone else that was making fun of me. They're like, why don't you take your Royal Enfield and do a trip through India on it? Yeah, well, guys, that would be an epic adventure to do that. You want to talk about YouTube viewers? You would get like hundreds of thousands of subscribers if you actually did that. If you flew over to India and you YouTubed it, you got a real Royal Enfield bike, you did camping over there like what Tim wants to do, you go through the countryside in India, you interview people, you sample the food, you drive the bike, you go to Taj Mahal. I did a little short video on my Sora channel, my account, actually. I did that a while ago when my nephews first showed me stuff. I should maybe I'll post it on my channel here. But yeah, that would be an amazing trip, amazing adventure. Now, like Tim says, you got to be tough. And that one you'd really have to be tough to do. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, you might have to get some injections. There's diseases and stuff you got to be inoculated against probably to even do that kind of traveling. And the food or the water you might not be used to. You could have digestive problems. Yeah, one of you said you actually did an adventure like that. Hats off. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think Tim's going to be doing anything like that. There's a whole comment here. It's probably a troll, or not a troll, but you get these people commenting. This guy's commented on Tim's video about a prompt engineering course, all about like making AI and stuff. A game changer for your life when you can become proficient at prompting. This is all bull. This is some kind of scam. I've seen that on my channel. It comes up too. People put these damn comments and they want you to like buy into it. Like, oh, pay me money. I'm going to teach you how to do this. I've got a system. Yeah, the same with the stocks. It's totally a scam. Oh yeah, and Tim did a reply. He copied the whole damn comment. It's not even a legitimate comment. It's really bullcrap. Angel Mission says, 2-bike Tim. I hope it brings you lots of joy. Just seeing how I'm doing here. Trying to keep it compact. Jack. Z-Car 355. You meet the nicest people on a Honda. That used to be true years ago, but now Sarasota Tim's driving one. Ha! That was their old saying in like the 1970s when these bikes first started appearing, when they were trying to compete, and the American cycles were Harley Davidson. They were trying to play it off like, hey, this is a bike that nice people ride. Not a biker gang, not the leather stuff. This is like the one for like the weekend biker. It's an accountant during the week. Wears a bow tie, has a pocket protector, some thick glasses. On the weekend, he gets on his Honda. He's a very respectable citizen, and you will not see him at a biker bar establishment because the nicest people ride a Honda. Yeah, that was their marketing campaign. Kathy W. says, that's going to be fun watching you ride your dirt bike, Tim. Enjoy. You only live once. But do you? Because there was a Bond movie, 007, called You Only Live Twice. I think Bond went undercover as a Japanese man in it, if I'm not mistaken. Sean Connery. Oh, but you know what the problem is? She doesn't realize the whole problem with Tim's videos, and Tim, he says this crap and he buys all this stuff, but even if he takes a trip and tries to do all this, he's going to just blast down the interstate. He stays overnight at Love's gas station because he doesn't want to pay a camp fee. Then when he finally gets somewhere, he's going to get the damn dirt bike out and he's going to tell you how great the dirt bike is. And he's going to show it to you with his truck, and he's going to keep talking about all that stuff. But he's not actually going to film any kind of real trail riding or anything epic. That's all it's going to be. And then he's going to be, oh, I'm going to sell the bike. Let's see what else. Triton 186 says, loving this idea. Now you got me thinking. Tell us more about the bike when you get it and the details of where you can ride. Are there places in Florida? Oh, yeah, forget about it, Triton. There are no places in Florida where you can ride this bike. This bike is only going to be brought out when Tim goes to Moab or the desert. Yeah. Most likely you're going to see it when he gets to that, what is that damn thing called? The Bullhead City. And he stays at that casino for free or a discount rate. You'll see the dirt bike. He'll get it out and he'll drive it around the parking lot. CW Stream says, it's a done deal. Goldwing will be gone. Next best toy, Honda CRF 300 Dual Sport. Crush it, Tim. St. Louis Scott, greetings. He says 300, baby, 300. I'll give him a thumbs up because he comes to my channel too. Yup, that is his video. Now, he went to potentially buy the Dual Sport. He didn't buy it. Let's see his videos today. I think he put 3 of them out. Nope. He put one out driving to Fort Myers, Florida to buy the Black Widow motorcycle carrier. He didn't get the bike. He was saying that in the carrier video. So that must have not happened yet. And he put out a video tonight, 67 and just getting started, crushing life with the Super Duty. I'm sure that's a big nothing burger here. Let's see. This is his latest video. He talks about charging gadgetry, stuff that he has, including a lithium battery air compressor. He talks about the Crusher truck. His immense satisfaction with his new Crusher truck. Smoothness. He said it ride like a cement truck. What's this? Grocery shopping and high prices. Recent trip to Publix. He was surprised how high the price of lettuce and Oscar Mayer hot dogs were. future plans motorcycle on a truck mattress, idling a truck engine. He suggests using a large lithium battery and a fan for cooling instead of idling the engine. No, you know what? You need so much voltage, so much amperage for air conditioning. You're going to have to just idle the truck. Those battery things are, in my opinion, they're not that great. He reminisces about the good old days. Yeah, he doesn't like HOA restrictions and how technology has changed daily life. Yup. He wants to enjoy nature through solo traveling. Huh. Since when does he do anything with enjoying nature? He always stays, well, he did do some hiking in Georgia or North Carolina, but he stays on the trail basically. So that's his stuff. It's a big nothing burger. Yeah, I think you can leave a truck idling a long time. It's a gasoline engine. If it's up to temperature, that V8 can handle it. Doesn't really hurt the oil much. As long as you run it at a higher, especially if you drive it on the highway, after you idle it, it will clean the spark plugs and it will be fine. Actually, the thing that's bad to let idle a long time is a diesel because it makes a lot of carbon. Yeah, the injectors run better when they're under higher speed, higher pressure. Yeah, gasoline, though, is pretty clean. You can get away with that. You just got to be careful. Exhaust isn't coming into your cab. Have a carbon monoxide detector with you. So, anyway, guys, well, this video got a little long. I went on a rant before. Sorry about that. Hit the thumbs up. Your friend, New York Dan. And welcome to Monday morning. Manic Monday. Welcome. We'll see what happens. I'll be busy trading during the some part of the day. Yup. All right, guys, this is your friend, New York Dan. I hope everyone has a good one. Hope the week gets off to a good start. Fingers crossed. I'll see you guys soon. Over and out.